My name's Farzana Masters. I'm a clinical research nurse manager. I've been in this role for 8 years as a research nurse, and last year I got this job, which is a research nurse manager. Within the research department, there's lots of roles that you could have. So when you talk about your nursing role, obviously you're still a nurse working as a research nurse. So you'll have your clinical aspect to that as well. There's lots of data management that we do, so that's slightly different. We also have lots of other roles that aren't your average administrative roles. They can be quite clinical and they have an overlap as well. So it is slightly different. The department is quite niche, and it's quite unique in a way. I came here in 2015 as a research nurse. I then was working in stroke trials. Nothing that I'd ever done before, so that was interesting. And then within the department, we have a framework, a competency framework that we work towards. So that's reaching all your competencies as a research nurse. And along the way, you do lots of courses and learning and development to achieve that. And then, luckily for myself, within the year, I became a senior research nurse, and I've been here since. So back in, I think it was late 2019, in the absence of my team leader, I stepped up to take on that role during a short absence. I got some experience and I sort of dipped in and out of that. Lots of courses along the way, leadership and management, etc. All very much in-house, but also we work very closely with the National Institute of Health Research. So there was lots of courses that I did with them as well, online and face-to-face. And then last year, in September, this post of a clinical research nurse manager became available. So I applied for it and I got it. So in this job, I've not been in this role for long, but yeah, been a researcher. I'm still a research nurse. Yeah, what I really love about this job is, regardless of where you are in terms of seniority or management, etc., you still have that patient contact. So that's great. We also get to see the impact of our research as well. So there's lots of trials that we've done that our patients benefited from, and we hear those stories, we read about those stories. So that's really good as well. If anybody wants to consider a job in research, I really do recommend to come and spend some time with us. It is very different to your general frontline nursing, your normal frontline nursing. So it's really good to come and get some experience with us. If I was to encourage anybody to come into research, I would say there's lots of courses out there that you can do. Your good clinical practice is one of them. You don't need to work in research to contribute to research. So we've got all our clinicians and all our wider colleagues that contribute to research in many ways. So you could be working in a different department and still contributing to clinical research that we're doing. So yeah, online, like I said, there's lots of courses out there, lots of reading that you can do. And then come and visit us again in our department. Come and work with us. There's always usually a delegated task that we can give to people, and they'll be very much part of the team.